Hello and welcome back. So today we're going to be discussing the topic of, I will be speaking actually to someone who is going through, because last episode I discussed about myself. How did I cope? What good came out of my experience? So today we'll be just talking in general. Can any good thing come out of this situation? So I'm going to divide it into three scenarios. The first scenario is you're still in the abusive relationship and you're saying, Pastor Jumi, is there hope for me? I mean, should I continue to stay in it? Can something good come out of this? From what we've discussed so far, I think you shouldn't sit and just hope that things will go fine. You must go and seek for help. Counseling, talking to each other, going for vacation, so that we seclude their place, leave the children, leave everybody and talk through, and just a weekend to say, hey, how did we get here? We used to love each other. How did, just take some time off. And hopefully that, and with prayers, just being hopeful, because the minute you let go of hope, you shut yourself down. You shut options for resolution down. You're like, this is doomed. So always be hopeful that my partner will get better, will be better at communication, will be better at respecting each other. So just be hopeful. And you haven't done all. You now watch, you assess, where are we? Having gone for counseling, spoken to each other and all that. Haven't done all, you can now assess, which leads me to the second scenario. What if you've done all that and things have not improved, and you think the children are being damaged emotionally, you yourself, you can't take it anymore, you've lost your self-worth. If you don't leave, you also may even take some action that may be negative. You temporarily separate yourself. And I keep on saying this. When you temporarily separate, you find out that you are able to see your partner in a clearer way. It's as if, maybe she usually does breakfast for you. She's there anytime you come back. Or he's there. He takes care of the car. He makes sure you get to where you're going. You're driving. When the two of you separate, you're able to see the good in your partner. You're like, really, it wasn't all bad. And so while you're temporarily separated, you can now start to talk, like with the counselor or with somebody that both of you respect, an accountability person, somebody both of you are accountable for, that can say, okay, you've temporarily separated, let's watch this and this, let's give ourselves 4 weeks, let's give ourselves 10 weeks, whatever, and it could be a professional counselor as well. I am actually an advocate for that. They have, steps that you can go to, and there's a circular one, there's the faith-based, so whichever one will work for you. So having done that, put that in place, being hopeful that after we've gone through counseling and we've temporarily separated so that we can assess each other's strengths and walk through our differences, you are hopeful that this person you met, you dated, you got married to, or you're about to get married to, or you've been in a relationship with for a long time, they are good. So be hopeful that all the steps you're taking will resolve this issue. Just don't be quick, to just trash the relationship or your partner. There's still hope. Everybody can change if we all work at it. And the final one, the final scenario is you have done that, you are temporarily separated, maybe you even move back thinking, okay, things are okay now, and then you move it, but the abuse continue. Then you've done all. You need to separate yourself, finally try and get a place where you can rent, buy, continue your life, having done it, because your life is so important to you. We've had cases where they separated, and the night they reconciled because the family came and they're like, oh, I won't touch her again. I won't do this. As she was packing in, the guy got a crowbar and hit her on the head from the back. And that was the end of that woman. The night she came back. So you can, and of course, the guy was arrested and he was hung. So the children, I think they only had one child. So now the child is without parents. That's almost 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So we see cases like that. So if you think coming back, your life is in danger, your life is threatened, please, 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 just put a closure to it. Just know you've done all that you can do, and then you move out. And I do say, where there are children involved in any relationship, we need to consider them, to know that even though we're separated or we're divorced, these children need the love of both parents. What we do, we try and be selfish. I'm going to hold the children so that they don't see their father or they don't see their mom. It usually backfires. Don't do that. The child needs both of the parents' love. And I know that in some other societies, when you go to the law court, they may give you visiting rights, or they'll tell you you can see the child so day. Please be the best. Don't go talking negative about the other party. If the child is with the mother, don't say things negative about the father. It doesn't work out. Just enjoy the child. No asking questions. Who is your mom dating? Who is your father seeing? No. Enjoy the moment with the child. Let the child feel loved. And our life continues. So even with separation or finality, which is divorce, there can still be something good coming out of that, because remember, you need to learn from experience. You need to learn. It's not everything that is bad about your abuser. You can still get some things. At times, even the abused, we have some things in our hand that you need to change. I would say that to you. It's not, all the fault is not just from your abuser side, even though he has no justification for raising his hands against you. But then you look and say, what can I learn from this? And once you know what you can learn from it, you will take that lessons learned into the next relationship, and you'll be the best woman ever. You'll be the best man ever. And I just want to let you know that with this, we will be better people in the world, while we're trying to eradicate abuse in the family. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.